Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and this is how to use Sunflora. Sunflora is a Pokemon you don't see too often, and we can kind of see why when we look at its stats. That's going to be 30 on the speed. If you want to be the fastest Pokemon on the field, you're going to have to be in a Trick Room, and even then, now that means you're putting a 55 defense Pokemon, 85 special defense, and 75 hit points. It doesn't really have too much survivability in that, and also its highest stat is going to be 105 on the special attack. They're just stronger Pokemon to use in a lot of different scenarios, but we are still going to make Sunflora work if you really want to use Sunflora. Unfortunately though, life as a Sunflower is pretty tough because the elements do not like you. Fire, ice, bug, poison, flying weakness, everything is just kind of going to be mean like that. You do get resistances to ground, water, grass, and electric. That pure grass typing is only going to make life difficult. Let's go and hop into Pokemon Showdown to see what Sunflora can do. Except that Sunflora doesn't get much. This is not a moveset, these are just some of the more interesting things that Sunflora gets that you can use to incorporate into a moveset. But mostly when we're looking at, Petal Blizzard. Not a lot of Pokemon get Petal Blizzard. Hits all adjacent Pokemon in double battles, so that means at least you get to do a little bit of damage to your opponents, and you can maybe set up some kind of Sap Sipper. If you need to boost up that way, Petal Blizzard is a good option. Unfortunately, Sunflora has a higher special attack than physical attack, so it's going to make a Petal Blizzard not an optimal damage move, but it is something that can be used to start a combo. Sunflora is also one of the few Pokemon to get Flower Shield, raises defense by one of all active Grass-type Pokemon. So that means if you're on a team with another Grass-type Pokemon, you can at least use Flower Shield, give yourself some defense, and then give them some defense, and that's kind of okay. Encore, it's just a good disruption move against status kind of Pokemon, that if they're not using a harmful status, then, or if they're not using a harmful move, you can just kind of use Encore on them. So if they're trying to set up Stealth Rocks or something, you might be able to take advantage of that. And then we also just have Curse, that if you use it, you gain defense and attack, which might work out. I mean, in singles, if you're going for like a Curse sustain set, you can maybe pull that off with Sunflora. With this set on Sunflora, it's pretty much set up Sunny Day, use Chlorophyll to double your speed. Hopefully they use some kind of status or entry hazard move like we talked about earlier. Encore lock them down, and then use Solar Beam on Pokemon that are switching out or in, and try to get some damage before you get knocked out. For extra coverage, you do have Earth Power. Earth Power and Solar Beam is going to be kind of nice because you are resisted by Poison and Steel types, so Earth Power is going to be able to hit that. But at the same time, you can also see if you get a decent Hidden Power. Hidden Power Rock has some good, well, you know, Hidden Power Rock or Hidden Power Ice is going to be decent on Sunflora, and that's kind of it. Now, also, let's take a look at, Sunflora's stats. Unfortunately, that 30 base speed is just super upsetting that with a modest nature, you're at 159, you're not even breaking 320 speed, so you're going to have to go timid. And even then, you're not even breaking 350 speed, so your Chlorophyll isn't going to be super outspeedy. It's mostly, I'm setting up Sunny Day, I'm hoping I get an Encore shutdown, and then I can get some damage, and if I get knocked out, well, at least Sunny Day is active. I didn't have to put a Ninetales on my team, I put a Sunflora instead, kind of idea, and then you can do whatever. Other things that Sunflora can do, I just have this one to kind of build a set, a Curse. If you want to just like go Curse, Leech Seed, that's at least going to give you some kind of stats, and then when we look at it, it's tough to go for any kind of spread on this. I was thinking we could put a little investment into your special defense, go with that special defensive nature. We would want a careful nature in this situation. Then we just put the rest into hit points and defense and kind of hope for the best. That as long as you're not getting overly blown up by your many super effective hits, you might be able to get a couple of curses, hide behind Leech Seed, and then you can just kind of use your options from there. That at least we already saw that Petal Blizzard. It's a pretty solid move, 90 base power, 100 accuracy, so that's going to be pretty solid right there. And then as for your other moves, I don't really know what else to say. You could put down Toxic, that way we're at least going for some status on top of it. So Toxic Leech Seed is going to burn down your opponent pretty well. It's going to give you a little bit of sustain. Also, you do have access to Synthesis. So now we can just kind of look at Synthesis, but you're going to get walled out by Grass-type Pokemon and Sap Sipper Pokemon pretty hard. So maybe not even Petal Blizzard. It's just one of those things where, you can't really use against everything with these grass setups, these mono grass setups. It's just kind of, you're really stretching to get some tankiness on you. That's really all that Sunflora is going to be able to do. In doubles, you have Flower Shield and Petal Blizzard setups, and that's kind of it. Also gets access to Helping Hand, but overall Sunflora is one of those just completely almost uncompetitive Pokemon that's not really going to have the stats to back it up. It does have a good kit. Like if it had more speed, might be able to get some outspeeds. Maybe if it was a higher special attack, if it gets Mega and keeps Chlorophyll, there could be some potential there. It could also maybe just be a Drought Pokemon if it Megas. But, you know, that's just wishful thinking at this point. If it gets an evolution, there could be some potential, like, these stats right here. You know, we could have a really good Sun Sweeper on our hands at some point, but as of now, you know, there's not a lot of tankiness, there's not a lot of survivability, the setup is pretty difficult on it, and that's kind of all there is to Sunflora. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day.